Welcome everyone to an arena video. This is Andrea Mengucci. This video is sponsored to you by channelfireball.com and Ultimate God. That is Red Black Midrange. This is a deck that Pablo Vitor Sigi and Zachary Keen played at the recent MPL split. And deck they honestly just never liked. I have to be honest here. It's a deck they always look and be like, it doesn't seem good. Mainly, why I say that is because I don't think this deck beats Yorion. Like, very bad against Yorion, because Yorion just acts like does so much better card advantage. This deck is not even that aggressive to go under. It doesn't have Ember Cleave, so I don't believe it can both go like the mid-range or the aggro plan. But against the various Ember Cleave or the Mirog deck, this deck could work. You have a lot of removal spells in the form of Bloodchief Thirst, Arlisact, Bone Crusher Giant, Murderer's Rider, and then of course Spikefield Hazard and Shadowskull Smashing and Agra Mauling. So really, Liliana rank a lot of removal spells. And you have also very good escape cards in Croxa and Ox of Agona, so you can just work your way against Blue-Black Rogue. So I believe that this deck can actually work against those two like macro archetypes, the Ember Cleave and the Rogue decks. Although it is definitely tough, almost unwinnable against Blue Yorion, meaning that this deck has to be a very good meta call in order for it to be successful. Now, the problem with Red Black is that it doesn't have a dual face land. It doesn't have the new dual land cycle, only 6, and black is missing. So you see your Temple of Malice and Fable Passage. Well, that isn't ideal. But you see also you're playing 16 lands. Like what is this? That's a standard deck, 16 lands. Yes, because you have 12 double face cards, so you're basically raising your number up to 28 lands, counting every single one of these as a land. But you also, this way you fix your mana base in a sort of 16-16, as well as you find yourself more spells and you try to not flood out, because you don't have that many ways of discarding cards. Like, I don't like Magmatic Channeler, so yeah. Okay, so here is the deck that I'm going to play. I don't want to talk too much about the sideboard. I guess I can talk briefly. Soul Shatter is for, I like this against green, I like this against Dream Trawler. This is like good in the mirror, maybe against Rogue. This is good against Control. Sharding Seal Number, Shield Breaker, I want to bring in against the Great Eng. This is the third Skyclave Shade against 2 Foretold Control decks, Rogue and Control decks, and mainly Mirror Match and Rogue. So yeah, that was like a pretty quick. You have never done that, the main deck Shade? How is it? We'll find out about this deck yesterday. I saw the list of PV and they have Robber of the Rich, and I don't believe the card fits in the strategy. Like, maybe you need it against like some Yorion decks, but I don't know, I kind of give up there already. And like, definitely against Grula, that card doesn't seem good at all. And I'm not sure, but against Rogue, like, they have... So, I mean, again, they have definitely played matches, so they know it. Only 2/3 seems weird. I really dislike this card. Sorcery Speed Removal spell, I don't like Sorcery Speed Removal in this format. Blue-Black Rogue is the strongest deck. And I'm playing 2 but I honestly could play none. Oh, kill Scavenging Goose. Sure, it kills Scavenging Goose, which is a problem in this deck. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, definitely something. I mean, we have like 6 removal spells. 2 Bloodchief Thirst, 2 Murderer's Raider, 2 Liliana, and 2 Agra Mauling. I guess Liliana sometimes doesn't kill it. Alright, opponent's playing is called Mr. Crab. It must be playing lots of crabs over there. Okay, we got 3 lands in our 16 lands deck. Mr. Crab. Hello, Mr. Crab. Yeah, Yorion is on decline. Although, as you see, Birds of Log Trap, it's not that I play like 20 matches. I play like 3 or 4. So I don't really see the true meta game here. Thank you so much, Gurenes, for the 8 months. That's very many months. I mean, let me lower the volume here. I don't wanna defend anybody. Alright, there we go. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. So here we have Team Art Cozy Dead. Unfortunately, we have no creatures or enchantments, so we have to kind of get lucky there with the Team Art Cozy. Maybe opponent kills the Martrite in main phase 1, and we'll be able to exile that. Fireblade Charger. Opponent's playing Winota, looks like. I do think I want to attack here. Opponent will probably not block, but I do think I want to attack here. It's called Mr. Burrito. It's called Carbo Live. See, alright, opponent did a right play and didn't block. I'm not a big fan of just going Team Art Close to Dead. I really hate to make that play. What if I just kill these two guys here? Huh? I think I'm just killing those two guys here. No, non è vero. Because then the Fireblade Charger kills the Martrite. Can't let that happen. Alright, I guess I'm just, I think I'm spinning the wheel. Alright, I'll spin the wheel. Alright, I need a creature or an enchantment, top 3 cards. Hey. See! Oof, that was close. Mamma mia. I hate this card so much. It makes me always uncomfortable whenever I play it. Unless I'm sure I have it, but like, I don't believe you have the luxury to do that every time, you know? Okay, Bone Crusher, va bene. Now I have to be worried about Winota, right? Now I have to be worried about Winota. Alright. Think I'm just killing these two guys now. These are dogs. Oh, wow, they did suck. Allora, attack. And then I'm killing the Selfless Savior now. I can also just shock myself with a Redeem's Awakening. No, I'll just put the Stabbed. I'll Heartless Sock the Selfless Savior now. Alright, your turn. Mr. Crab. Your turn, Mr. Crab. You go land Winnie T. No, you don't go land Winnie T. You go Bone Crusher G. Okay. Skyclip shit. Alright, I'll scry 2 cards here. Ooh, I like Liliana. I also like Agra Mauling, actually. I'm gonna leave both of these cards on top of the deck. Okay, now, would you kill the Bone Crusher Giant here? And attack with both? I take 4 damage here by doing so. I should attack only with the Martrite. Yeah. I'm also playing this Skyclip Shade. I got him to 15 by doing so, but I think it's alright. Next turn I have a Liliana, Waker of the Dead, which I can use to discard and put in a card. If you discard a card, the opponent who can't loses 3 life. Also use this to kill something. I can also kill that, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and kill a Season Hollow Blade. Then attack, my opponent will do block and kill that. So they will have this sword at 2 for 1. Oh, they can also kill my Liliana this way though. I probably don't mind. Right? I think. Yeah, I don't mind. I just take if I take Capdo, they can Ember Cleave me. I don't want them to Ember Cleave me. Skycleave Shade is in the main deck. Yeah, this card is in the main deck. I believe that this deck is pretty good control deck, so yeah. Attacking with everybody. Oh wow, they clearly have a Winota now. They just yeah, they didn't even get a 2 for 1. Yeah, so they go land. And they probably go Winota. We do have the Agra Mauling on top for the Winota. But if they hit well here, they might just, you know, switch. Oh, wow, they don't have the Winota. Good morning, everybody. It's a strange play. What I did to attack with all, I just assumed they would block. I don't know why I assumed that, honestly. Alright, keep this is an instant speed, disregard creature. We have this card in our cube, Augur Mauling. Alright, Bone Crusher on the march, right? Sure. You get a 5 here. No, you have double removal spell? Cazzo hai trovato queste removal? Vabbè. Allora, you take 3. And I play Murderers, right? You can't miss today. You can't miss. Bone Crusher you play, va bene. And Selfless Savior. Aia. Ai ai ai. Thank God this isn't a Robber of the Rich. I guess Robber of the Rich could have found. Ooh, that's a good card here. So I'm going to Spikefield Azard, the Selfless Savior. If they make the Bone Crusher indestructible, I can go Aggro Mauling and then attack with both. Opponent just hates to sacrifice that thing. Not that it would change anything, but it's like the third time that I kill something. Anyway, my opponent does have some good blocks here. They can like chump the Murderer's Rider and pink my Skycleave. I mean, I guess this is better. Yeah, it is. This is totally better. I don't know why. Just did that. My deck has 28 lands basically if you count the double face card. So hopefully the Skycleave Shade will be back next turn if I draw, even if I draw a land. Okay, they go land Bone Crusher. They have 1 card left. This game has been interesting. Oh, Fable Passage. Fable Passage is a good one because this means that a Shade can come back twice here, like this time and the next one. My opponent blocks it. So I'll play this quick kicker. So it's a 5/3. So now I have Fable Passage ready for the next turn. Like I'll attack. My opponent has to somehow deal with the Skycleave because they're on 2, and then I'll fetch and I bring that back. That's pretty nice. Actually, opponent's dead on board here if they don't have a blocker. I assume I win. Yeah, Skycleave Shade being able to come back from the graveyard, even just once, was good enough for the win. Okay, so opponent's playing Boris with Nota. I'll have a removal spell in the form of Soul Shatter, Elspeth Nightmare. Probably about it. Yeah, it's to don't deal with what they do. What should we cut here? Cut the Ox of Agonas, although. Hey, 777, thank you so much for the 4th month subscription. Welcome to the stream. As we play Red Black Midrange today. Alright, so I brought in 4 3-drop. I assume we have to cut some expensive cards. I think I might cut Rankle, Master Prankle. I mean, my trend doesn't seem good against the Farblade Charger, but. So I'm wondering with this deck is tough, because like, almost all the cards are the same. I don't want to cut the Shades. I think at some point I need them. Although, actually, no, I might cut them. This creature can't block. We're on the draw against Boars, we know it. And it's not that it made us win the game. It was just a threat, you know? It was like... Alright, Mr. Crab. You know, this deck has so many lands, by the way. Like... If there's a thing that we want to experience today, is Bonus Crew. I can promise you that, because this deck plays so many lands. Like 28 lands in this deck. Hello, Mr. Crab. Allora, I think I just play Temple of Malice. I could have also gone Shadow School Smashing Spikefield Azard. Academia's Awakening might be too weak on. Not sure. Because you're... You can be like a one-off. Lol, Bolt down. Cold Town. But Blotchy Thirst if they go for Winota. And usually I think this is like the strongest. I mean, Shinosuke's Mashing and the other one are the strongest modal face card. So whenever you have to choose a land, I think Agadim's on the crypt is the worst one. They have one card and I could have also gone Croxamar Trident. Probably a better play. Yeah. Yeah, the thing was that if we note that like that can if you draw a Kargan Intimidator, then you can turn Winota into a coward and trigger Winota. So that's why I decided to cast it. I mean, it's not if it's not good in your opinion. It's just clearly everybody's opinion. Otherwise, some more people would have played it. Like last week, there has been a pretty important event that is called MPL Rivals League, and I mean nobody showed up with nobody showed up with any of the strategies. Means that I mean sure, meta could change, but I don't think a bit possible to at this point. I mean now if they draw if they draw the Winota now, it will be definitely annoying here. I think I have to attack. Yeah, they go to 14. They go probably to 12. And I mean, even if they have an Ember Cleave, I don't think it's a big deal. They can block the Bone Crush. I guess they can give it indestructible. So yeah, probably I lose to Ember Cleave too. Ah la la, chat. So I decided to try this new deck. New for me, as I really never play with it. Yeah. See how it goes. Not gonna, what's the word, wager? Not gonna wager too much on the results, of course. Well, for example, yesterday I played Abzan Doom. I just played 3 matches, but they were good games. I played against Blue Black Rogue, Blue White Yorion, and the Gruul Adventure. So I really played 1 match per archetype, and I felt like I learned quite a bit. Title updated. Title. Thought I updated it every time I go live. Ayomori. It doesn't want to die. Not the Roblox Rocks up plus draft. Is it updated? This I was on Doom. Strange, right? Very strange. Do you just never close the? Did you just never close this window? You just never close the Twitch window for 3 days. That's strange, right? You never close Mango stream. Thank you for the support. Lolok. Opponent, ce la fa morire o ancora no? What's happening? Oh, I have to trigger them. That opponent just die. Yep. Whatever. I'll exile Karoxa. Goodbye, Karoxa. I don't need you anymore. As long as I have my Zombos. I need my Zombos. My Zombos! Allora, facciamo un Shadow Smashing da 3. Qua. Poi Osra Black treated me. It's treating me gratefully. I won a game, the first game, and I'm about to win the second one. That would put us on the 100% win rate, which, well, I mean that this deck is the best deck in the format. That was a fun story. Alright, Jack. I was considering resleeving my cube eventually, but never really found the time. Although, the nerdy Steve suggested to do a sleeve stream. A sleeve stream. And that is something I've never considered. But I'm wondering, I wonder how many of you, I mean, obviously a sleeve stream means that, I mean, Mengu's here and I'm like talking about whatever. Charlie's always living in silence, you know. But I was wondering what would happen when. Yeah, it's just basically only story time. It's just a Mengu stream, but the camera will be looking at the cards that I'm sleeving and like kind of adjusting every time. No, ancora non sei morto. Che palle. I was really hoping my opponent would die here. They aren't dead yet. No. No, just die. Just die. You won't be. Oh, yes, I get game. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Crab. Honestly, yeah, I think that's a good idea. No, vabbè, ma che mano è? Alright, whatever. I don't think this hand can beat any deck of Magic the Gathering. But thankfully, honestly speaking, thankfully, the decks of Magic the Gathering right now aren't very good in Standard. Because you either play Embercleave or you play Into the Story. That means that that kind of just pushed every deck of Magic the Gathering out. Meaning that this hand can actually work against those. You're burning all your bitcoins. Exactly. Random Century Sense? Why isn't American random? Sorry, that darkness. What's the difference between an American cent and a random country? Like, for me, America is a random country for me. One of the many out of the great country of Italia. I am joking, it's just that, you know, sometimes I like to make fun of the proud Americans that go American sense or random country sense, you know. Oh wow, it's the mirror match. The mirror match. They don't attack in the mirror match here. Is worth more money? Do you know the American dollar worth less than the euro? And less than the pound? And less than, oh, probably the Swiss money also worth more than the American dollar. Alright, so I'll have 2 exotic creature and that'll be the March Return. You're a Kiwi who lives in Australia. Alright, that I misjudged you. Wow, opponent's just copying all our spells. Huh. How does it feel, opponent, to copy all bush Glyph Shade? How does it feel, opponent, to copy all my spells? They even exile the same creature. Opponent is a doppelganger. In Swiss is Frank. Yeah, Franco. Franco Svizzero, we call it. I don't know why. Why would they rename the block? Allora more, opponent. Are you gonna copy this as well? They even copy my same lands. Like, they played the same lands. I mean, my lands are prettier than theirs. Like, they have the shitty arena one, the one from the land station. I don't use the lands from the land station. The Titans of Death Hunger. All right, we have to stock them properly now because I want to mill first. So yeah, we'll be doing the sleeve stream eventually. I don't plan to do it right now. My sleeves are still alright. I thought Mango didn't buy cosmetics on MTG. I bought this one. I give myself a treat by buying the Theros lands. Because at Worlds, I use them. I really like them at Worlds. I mean, some humble brag that I played Worlds, you know, no big deals. No big deals. That were just released on Worlds, like it wasn't actually a thing for anybody. I'm drawing Croxa now. Ah, cazzo, è vero, I'm drawing Croxa now. Ah, è vero. Vabbè, è andata così, chat. It had to go like this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. It's fine, I will make me discard this Croxa. For sure. You like the old art lands? Don't want any of this. Maybe I want a land, actually. I definitely want to go Liliana kill this Croxa. Well, Sakura. That's for sure. I might just draw land next turn, in fact. Yeah. Like what? The Fable Passage? I want to draw a Fable Passage next turn. Oppure a Swamp, because I have the Shuffle. No, I think I'll draw a Fable Passage. And the rest I could have put in a different order, but whatever. So go Liliana, kill the Croxa. E poi attack with 2 creatures. Not so sure if this is the right play though. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Alright, that means how's it going today? Ça va bien. Ça va bien. Just playing the mirror match where my opponent almost played every single spell like I did, but in turn 4, we did a switch. Comment ça va? Rigel B. Oh, you're taking damage? Ah. Oh, that means that they want to Bone Crusher Giant my 2-2 and kill my Liliana. Not if Liliana does anything anymore, though, right? I mean, Liliana did her things. So if you think about it, the 3rd chapter of Team Art Calls It is one of the worst chapter. Like, why did it do it like that? Ça va ne pas bien. No, it doesn't. Is Lily for Arcane the mirror? I mean, it's fine. I don't know. I said to block the rank, the rubber, the rage there. Because maybe in the future it can be relevant. It can't be good as Benalia. I don't think that that's like being a mythic doesn't necessarily mean that your card has to be better than a rare or stuff like that. It's just, I mean, I could have just maybe dealt your opponent damage instead of gaining life and use Scry. Those Scrangy main phase is so awkward. You're gonna draw a card the next turn. Did you? Flashback. Oh, it's just cards. Allora, buenos dias, Yasurio. I actually don't want to draw any of this. Okay, so I have to decide here what to do. How many cards do I have in 6? Allora, here I can Bone Crusher, Giant Stomp this, and then Ox of Agonas. That's not bad. Or I actually cast a Bone Crusher Giant. Probably better. I have 16 cards in my graveyard. Jeez. Did I mill a mountain? Oh wow, thank god I didn't. I didn't even pay attention to that. I think I'm gonna cast the Bone Crusher. Or we wanna kill the 2-2. I'm casting the Bone Crusher. And then bam, 2 mana 5/3, Tio Bono, che bomba. What a bomb. What a bomb of a card, Ox of Agonas in the deck. How did you find this deck? I have won the first match, and I'm about to hopefully win the second one. So I feel it great. Best deck in the format. Bam, bam. Okay, now, I mean, I did a good overfill. I think this matchup is kind of like whoever draws more team articles that it really. Like, despite the card is not very good, the fact that you have these, like, Ox of Agonas that you can just pump, like, as easy as that. Then we're playing Croxa from the graveyard, I don't care, because I have Arctos sucked. Probably discarding, a Crox. Actually, a Temple of Malice. If I don't draw a land, I can just cast Croxa for mana. Is not the Spiro on it? Yeah, I can't play over the same deck. The Ox have been playing before rotation, more before rotation. Before rotation, you had better escape cards, right? Allora, let's go. Harley sucked on Croxa. Poi tutti... Actually, do I want to kill that? I probably do. Quanto danni c'ho? 8 e 13. I mean, that's almost lethal. Alright, this was an easy peasy win. I was on the play, which helps. And I drew one more team articles that did. Alright, GG. GG, Rigel Rigel B. Okay, sideboard. Espeth Nightmare. Backlift Shake, Cling to Dust. What cut? Bloodchief Thirst not the worst. I don't want to cut land. Yeah, Shade it. We'll cut Shade. Because they have Spikefield Lazard that exiles it. I was thinking the opponent's playing control deck, so I want Shade. Timaret out? I just told you that I won because I drew Timaret. No, 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 don't cut Timaret Close the Dead. Ever. Don't cut Timaret Close the Dead ever. Yeah, Rankle bet in the mirror. I was thinking about that. I think Rankle is bad against Timaret Close the Dead. Honestly, Rankle is bad against everything. Like, who is the Rankle good against? I can't understand it. But, oh, everybody plays it, so there must be a reason. Well, I'm actually trying to find that reason. I don't think Maze Tomb is matchup is actually fast. I think it looks pretty fast. I think the Rogue is good whenever the Shade is good whenever like I'm actually not so sure because this deck does have a lot of card advantage. I think this deck has a lot of things to do. You cut one or two Tumor versus Rogue, really? You don't like the Shade? Chat. This is the second match. I am trying things out. In theory, I think Shade looks good in this deck. Maybe all these like spelllands that I play are actually not good. The good thing of the spelllands is if you draw them on turn 6 or 7 out on top deck mode, but this deck is never in top deck. Never. How can you ever be in top deck mode with this deck? You have so many things to do. Hello, you're playing the mirror match, and that's a Murderer's Raider. Do I want it? Probably, I don't mind it. Alright, my hand is whatever. There's a bunch of different things going on. Yeah, I'll probably just go Swamp Go here, so I have a Bone Crusher Giant up, unless of course they take it. At that point I'll go Aghanim's Awakening tapped. Okay, the Team Articles the Dead. I mean, they saw how strong it was earlier. Team Articles the Dead. I think it's actually reasonable to take it. But man, okay. Kill the Zombo here. Uno, due, tre, va bene. You have a creature. Now it's my turn and I'll play my own Team Articles the Dead. Again, it could fizzle, but that's still fine as long as you mill. I'm actually going to Exotic Roxa. There's Cling to Dust in this matchup, and also I think having a 2/2 is important. Did you find the creature? It did. Alright, they do have the double Team Articles that I don't play, which is basically the hand that I had last turn. Ah, they found the Ox of Agonas. That's strong, but also opponent has 3 cards, and so I don't think I'm that worried about it. I should. Ayami Sato. But like, that's not just unlucky, that's just, I think it just happens all the time. They break with it. I mean, I think I'm going to begin with exiling the Cling. My opponent could do a draw step, land, and cast the Ox. I think I just want to begin by exiling the Cling. Just drawing a card. Bueno. Alright, am I attacking? Probably. Opponent will pop off the Team Articles today. We should play more Elspeth Nightmare if this matchup gets more popular. Okay, they didn't block. 17 each. Rub a mountain and play another 2 articles there. Remember, my graveyard is still empty of targets. Always, I gotta get lucky. Okay. I'm actually not sure how likely it is if you find the thing with just activating Team Arcosa there, but your opponent can go like Land Spell Ox, which will put him in an alright shape, especially because my removal spell Artless like doesn't kill the Ox. Of course the Rider does. Why do you attack? I think if they trade, it's good for me, because they had this Team Arcosa on chapter 3. I honestly don't have a real reason to attack. Honestly, I don't. The Black Inscription is really good. You mean Mind Rot? I don't think Mind Rot can ever be considered as really good. Okay. Plus 3 cards in hand. I'm of course joking about the thing calling Mind Rot, but I don't know, cost 3 mana. 3 mana you can do very powerful things. Lightning isn't Mind Rot? Oh, that deals 3 damage. Mind Rot is actual faction Mind Rot. Alright, so do you have a... Put a must have amount in there. Or not? Yeah, so they clinged my cling. Oh, thank god they have a top land. Mucho grande cabeza. Thank you so much, Mucho grande cabeza. Welcome, welcome for the 7th month. 7th month sub. Allora, how do we want to scry here? So this is a Planeswalker. I mean, Planeswalkers are alright. And Akadem's Awakening mi sa che fa cagare. I think it's bad. Alright. What do we do? What do we do? Just losing to these Ox that I didn't exile, probably. That's what I'm doing here. So I'll play Bone Crusher. And Tagrava. Subscribe to. Thank you so much. Ooh, a sub train we have here. The Pico 5-6. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Welcome all to the stream as we play Red Black Midrange today. I've actually never tried this deck before, so it will be nice to see how it goes. Alright, so my opponent can go land from a hand and then Ox of Agonis, which was actually a very strong play. Maybe I was supposed to just exile that outside. Definitely. Okay, wow. You love pizza, Wonton Bunny, but you have a raviolo batch. That's much better. Thank you, Rice Delimi, for the cheers, and thank you to Tarkalion to subscribe with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, the Titans of Death Hunger. Do I want to draw Titans of Death Hunger? Probably, right? Choo-choo. You like Gruul in this meta? I mean, Gruul is Gruul. I'm not a big fan of Gruul, but obviously it's a good deck right now. So here, what I'll be doing is Liliana, kill the Bone Crusher, pass. Next turn I can draw Crocs up, pick one, discard it with Liliana, and then flash it back. That's gonna be my plan. Gruul is a okay deck, but yeah, I just don't play Gruul. No attack. No, my opponent played the 2/2 haste earlier. I wanna play around it. The what's it called? The Robber of the Rich. So I think that it's not really worth it if they have. I mean, it's likely that they cut it because it's just not a good card, but they could also keep it. You were surprised? You don't need to talk to me every time you write the sentence. I read chat. Yeah, Gruul is a good deck, but I mean, it's Gruul. Like, it's always like somewhat. I mean, if you don't expect, like last week, nobody expected Gruul, so it did very well. But from now on, people will expect Gruul at the high level event, so it will be probably kept under. I mean, aggro decks can never be too powerful. It's a good deck, of course. I mean, you've seen it. Rubber isn't normal for Rakdos. I mean, the Paulo Vitor, Mike Series, and Zachary Keane played it at MPL weekend, so I would say that that get to tell what's normal, right? Okay, here. I think I just pick this up. See, I'll discard Crux and I just flash this back. So I discard my whole opponent hand. Of course, they will play another Ox, but that's fine. Like, I have a Crux in play. And they have a 5/3 Ox. Plus, they might take a bunch of damage by doing so. As I said earlier, resolving it more, whoever resolves more teammates calls it, I believe wins in the mirror. Because you just have to get through your deck the most. They have a couple of Oxys. Oh, you drew Heartless Act? Ah, va a cagare. Va a cagare, va. Alright, I think I lose. E turu turu tu tu turu tu 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 turu tu tu tu. Dai, just flashback this Ox. Oh, you want to think about what to exile, okay. This card is not even legendary. It's very good. Should I add the third one? Because the opponent is playing 3. Paulo had the third copy in the sideboard. I thought at it against Rogues. You already have like 4 Croxa, so maybe you don't need them, but I believe that Ox is much stronger than Croxa. Like, really, it is much stronger than Croxa. Although, now, I believe my opponent has run out of graveyard synergies. It will accumulate. I am very behind here. Although, if I draw a land, I think I can still. Crocs is a 6/6, so if I draw a land, I have a removal spell for. Actually, I don't have a removal spell for the Ox. My dead on board. That's exactly 11 damage. So, what should I do? I don't think I can do anything at this point. I'll just say GG. Let's go to the third game, where I'll be on the play. Okay, let's hope to draw more Team Koza than our opponent. I want to put Stitcher Supplier in this deck. Wow, I want to play this deck in Historic now. Stitcher Supplier must be insane in this deck. In Historic. I think it is more powerful than Croxa. Or, I mean, you saw it here. Ox costs 2 mana. Croxa costs 4. Ox draws 3 cards. Croxa makes your opponent discard 1. And in these games, you're really going Elbant very soon, very fast. I have collect all of level 1 emotes. Nice. Thank you, Twitch. That's very important. That will make my Twitch experience much better. Kick cats, let's start with it. Alright, how do I... Wait, I opened the thing. I don't know how to cut it now. My Kit Kat, so 1 sec, chat. Okay. Alright, what's this? Frank Face Z. I don't know. Alright, just go click. I don't know. That's too many clicks. More meal sources? Yeah, unfortunately there aren't, right? You should be awarded 2 wins for the quest. What does it mean, 2 wins for the quest? Archer down. Okay, so this end is actually a 4 land end, so it's a keepo. Quite funny how now you just see I end and you don't know how many lands you have immediately. How did the leagues go for me? We went 6-6. And why did I say we? I don't know actually. Me and my chat, we went 6-6. Okay, let's scratch the bottom. I draw Kling, but look Kling. I'll play this Shadows Smashing as a land, pay 3 life, and march right home. This end is very good. What did I mill? Did I mill? Oh, non cazzo, porca Eva. Maybe... I don't want to trade now, because I have a Spec Field Hazard. Mill. Ah, I should have traded, I guess. You think they block? Yeah, that was a mistake for sure. I should have traded. Because I have the Spike Field Azar, so I'm like, I don't want to trade. But also, maybe I'm just playing that as a land next turn. I don't like the Palaka land. No. Palaka land. I prefer Spike Field Hazard. I think this card is very good right now. Va bene. Now what do? I don't want to cling anything. I think I just have to play this as a land now. Unfortunately. Again, I don't want to trade because this is the zombie, so I will scry 2 and gain 2 next turn. I can't play this. Nah, it seems bad. Let's just pass here. I'll leave mine up for Cling. This turn is not so good. Honestly, it's not. I could have had a 2-2 in play. Maybe they don't trade. No, PK Jackson. This deck is very unfavored against any decks with you are in. Or rather, any blue decks with you are in. Because you can't stop the Yorion Blink Omen value. You probably wrote the word bannings or the word Oko. Or the word Oko. These words are severely forbidden in my channel. Okay, I think I'm going to at least block like this. And I think I'm going to Bone Crusher block the other. I just don't want to take damage. I already took 6 damage off of my land. No, m'ha inculato. M'ha inculato la grande. Porca merda. Porca merda. Well done, opponent. Very well done. Ah. I think this is still very good against us. I don't know. Yesterday, I've played a few matches, and every single of my opponent led with Edgewing Keeper. Not even joking. Like four opponents in a row led with Edgewing Keeper. I decided to play this card in my deck. Allora, I think I want to clink something because I need to... I don't think it matters exactly what I clink. I need to draw a card to play this Ox here. Eccola lì. A Crocs on top. Yeah. I'm gonna draw it now with the Ox of Agonas. Is alright? Trading gear, yeah. Alright, this game I've not played well. Hopefully I draw better, so playing the game is actually don't matter. Allora, questo facciamo con terra, pay 3 life, and sbrada bam. Bueno. Bueno. Aghanim's Awakening. I have a Bone Crusher Giant, a Croxa, an Ox of Agonas, and Rankles. I think I boarded that out. I can also just play Croxa and flash it back. I have like a million cards in graveyard. There's 5 cards though, it's not that they have none. That Village Rights play made me uncomfortable. I now hate myself. Just adding a card like this to your deck just make you such a big brain play whenever it comes up. You like, this is pretty big boost of confidence. Be like, you know, nobody plays around it because everyone's a sheep and net decks, you know, Paulo Vito or yeah, no, whoever streams. And nobody plays this card, so let me add it. When you blow someone out with it, you feel so smart. Definitely well done. Props to you, Rigel B. Okay, Exalt Croxa. Do I have any other 2-drops in my graveyard? I have a Mark Trident. I can also go Aghanim's Awakening and bring back Bone Crusher and Mark Trident. A block. They have 4 cards in end. They pass. Oh, Team Arch Coles did it. That's actually probably better than what I was going to do, isn't it? Yeah, I just don't want to do that, because if they go Cling on one of my threats, maybe even on 2 of my threats is bad. So I think here, I'm just going to play Timurit Coles the Dead, and then I'll play Ox of Agonas. That's it, that's my turn. E devo esiliare una carta. And then do I want to play Fable Passage, or Academ's Awakening? I think I'll play Fable Passage. Yeah, this way if they have a... What's a 1-drop spell that I have? A Cling to Dust, I guess. Okay. So I'll play Ox of Agonas. 2 mana, 5/3. Discard 1, draw 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Va bene. I'll pass the turn. They find a Croxa, I do have Murderer's Raider for that. They find an Ox, they have 5 cards right now, so it's not so good. Oh, this was a good match to begin the stream with. Ooh, definitely an interesting one. Hopefully by next week. Red Black Croxa becomes like the best deck, so I can be back play Yorion. What's that on my hands? This is called an hand warmer. It serves to warms my hand while I play Magic the Gathering Arena. Because my hand becomes very, very cold. You went 7-1, did an event with Gruul. Nice. Happy to read it. Gruul. What deck is meshing Yorion right now? Literally every deck is meshing Yorion right now. There isn't a single deck that is bad against Yorion. No, I know I was supposed to fetch. I even said it in my mind. I said, I'll play Fable Passage first instead of Aghanim's Awakening because I'll get a basic and I won't be able to play Agra Mauling for 3. That's what I thought. And then I didn't fetch it. Porca merda. Not that it matters, but it does matter. I even thought about it and then it just didn't happen. Gotta play a 2-drop. I'll fetch this land eventually. No, but it's funny because it crossed my mind and then I just forgot about it. Alright, let's get a swamp. On top, draw. Mill 3. Eccola lì, Croxy. Croxa. So many cards in end. Intanto to. Top for 4. I'll definitely play Elspeth Nightmare. So good, Elspeth Nightmare. The thing with Star Rabbit is that if you crack it immediately, you tell your opponent what play do you have. Sometimes you also use it to bluff. You don't crack the Fable Passage, because your opponent might think that you still have like a Spike Philosard, a Village Rites, or anything, because you haven't cracked it. Okay. I pass the turn with this up. Rather than discarding my 2 good cards in the end for the Ox of Agonas. Why would that work? What? The bluff? So, yeah, I think just like Fable Passage is really good on Magic Arena because it tells your opponent that you still might have something. Hola Filipa, any suggestion? I'm kind of lost right now too. I'm playing Red Black right now, but I mean, of course, like 2 matches and still trying things. Allora, how much mana do I have? I don't have enough to double clank the Oxes. My opponent will be able to bring back Ox here. Am I just going for Croxa? Probably, right? Yeah. I can go like Croxa and Ox. Croxa for sure. Croxa for sure. So you go to 9 here, discard a land. Yeah, spend discarding a land is fun. Yeah, I mean that happens even in older formats. Sometimes you tosses your opponent and they're playing they happened to me in Modern, where there was like the old spell deck, and you tosses them and they have the what's it called? Those like spell lands here, the Shadows go smashing, and you discard them and they don't have land drop. In case they cast both. Yeah, that could have been the case. Although if they play double locks, they're dead on board, right? I guess if they also play other stuff, there aren't. Yeah, Filipa, Gruul is good, but I'm not so sure if this weekend it will be good. Oh, the top 12 and 1200 is soon, right? Yeah, I mean, the thing with Gruul is that you can recover from losses pretty quick, whereas if you play like Blue Black Rogue, you play like 1 hour match only, so if you lose them, it's tough to recover. I think for grinding, for ladder, fast decks are slightly better on average, but... Okay, here I put the stop because I'm able to target them and then I can hardly suck this. Actually, I can't because this is counter. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna put lots of Oxes around. I mean, this is a mirror match of Oxes. So. For sure, lots of Oxes around. Although my Expert Nightmare here would be for sure very good because we exile the graveyard. That's like 13 cards that leave. The opponent's on 9. Okay, now I can go Liliana. What can I do here? Let me think. Yeah, because... Oh, yeah. Aspetta un attimo, actually. I can't just remove the counter and trade. Huh? Yeah, Sperone for a quick one on the ladder for sure. Because I can also go Artless Act and trade. It's not pretty. No, dai, facciamo Liliana. E poi... Boh. I mean, kill Cox first. What a long game. Despite the I really thought that this game was like mine since the beginning. Like my opponent didn't have a team art close there on turn 3, I think, and I did. I think that kind of basically says that game will be yours or something like that. That one's dead. You go 3. You're dying, your opponent. You're just that's it. You're dead. You're dead, opponent. There's no way out. Can't escape this. You can't escape this. No, that one gains 2 life. You can't escape it, opponent. You can't escape this game. Ah, Imelda. Adventurers. 2 swamps. Why are you touching my Liliana? Oh, no, they survive now. Ah! So they refill the graveyard pretty quick. Actually, do they survive? Maybe they still don't survive. Maybe they still don't survive. Because here we go. I Arlo sucked on that. Blast Chief Thirst on that. And then I'm probably able to deal 3 damage with between the Liliana and the Croxa. Allora, so end of turn. Destroy. Untap draw. Bone Crusher G. So I can go Blood Chief Thirst here. Bone Crusher G face. Abbiamo rosso e nero. Blood Chief, sorry, Stomp face. Then I'll pick this up. And then attack with all, and then it's Vittoria. Vittoria! La 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 la! Alright, after 1 hour, I finished my first match. Classic Mango stream. Feel buono. To streamers, though, so that can't happen to everybody. I think I'm gonna mulligan this end. Alright, those ones are keepable. I'll bottom one with the Stamples, because I already have plenty of tap lands. Actually, I want to bottom the Zagadim's Awakening. Davvero cagare Zagadim's Awakening, chat. I'll keep this. Oh, that's a very good draw. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Canaio, you don't like the Agadim's Awakening? I should be this land on top. It's the 4th mana, I think. My thought was that if you draw it in late game, it's very good. If you draw it in early game, it's just a land. Oh, a mountain and a forest and no plays. You loved it. What lands are this? Do these lands even exist? Alright, chat. Is there a reason why I shouldn't play a top land? I don't think there is, right? I don't think there's anything my opponent plays on turn 3 that I can kill with Bone Crusher. So I think that if you have to craft Akadem's Awakening, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it to craft Akadem's Awakening for this deck. But if you have it already, I think you should play that, yeah. 2/2 flyer? What's that? Oh, the Phoenix of the Eye. Allora, they played our Bone Crusher. Yeah, I think I'm alright to pair with my Bone Crusher. Because I don't want to go Team March Close the Dead with Empty Graveyard. Am I going to participate in the Arena Open? I don't know. It depends if I find the deck. I really don't like to play for prize. I only like to play Magic for fun. 14. Wow, Fire Prophecy. You don't see that card very often. You don't think you need more than 2? You don't have them, I guess. That's a good compromise. What should we do here? What should we do here? March Harden is good. I think I'm going for Team March Close the Dead and then just play Agramalin. Oh, eccola lì, Croxa. Bonjour, Croxa. Bonjour à tout le monde. Most of your career will be exiled. The thing is that you miss so much in some games that it is relevant. Although Canayo, I understand perfectly. I might like Paulo Vitor didn't play it. Paulo Vitor didn't play it. Although if I wanted to call this burial mine, I had to make some changes, and that most of the times involved making negative changes. Those are the how do you say, like, you know, the deal. That is the deal. That is the deal. If you want to hold your deck yours, you have to make changes, and sometimes changes are bad because it used to work good. Other people would have made it. Anyway, jokes aside here, how do we play this turn? Oh, Kaboy, how do we play this turn? Imagine if this Skycliff Shade was actually a magic card rather than a 3/1 that can't block. Just imagine that. Do I exile the Croxa? Because Croxa would be a pretty strong play now, wouldn't it? Whatever, that's kind of a sad thing, but I don't think I'm going to do the Team Art Close the Death thing. Opponente, please don't draw the good card of your deck. Just draw the shitty one once, please. Don't draw the good card. Don't draw the Emberclava. Por favor, señor, no pescar Emberclava. Por favor, no Emberclava. Por favor. Ah! Alright, it's fine, it's okay. I mean, otherwise, if it wasn't for Emberclava, what would poor Gruul do? No, I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. As I say multiple times, I think it's very good that Clava exists. Alright, anyway. Let's go to the sideboard. You're welcome, Canayo. Thanks for the question. The sideboard Soul Shatter. And I think I will sideboard these guys as well. I even saw, yeah, because I think this deck deals very badly with the Great Henge. Okay, so Skycliff Shade as always goes to the sideboard, together with Rankle, Master Prankle, also known as La Merda. Is 61, so I have to cut one card. What is it? Maybe an Ox. And imagine Embercleave as a companion? Wait, isn't he the companion? I thought it was... I thought it was always a companion. I think I need 3 answer to the Great Henge, because this deck can beat aggro version of the Gruul, but I think you lose to I mean, when I say that, I just lost it ever. Play first. You go first. Okay. Tap land only. We're basically playing Ikoria Draft. Ikoria Draft on Mango09 channel. I feel that it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm leaving this on top. Because I put this card in my deck for the Edgeling Keeper and, you know, stuff like that. Find an untap land though, I think I keep on leaving on top. And I wanted to draw the Spikefield Hazard because they play the Edgeling Keeper. I need another land. But it would have serviced as it is a spell land. You're not so happy to kill that one though. I think I'm doing it. Because I think my opponent doesn't have an Edgeling Keeper, or they would have played it here. Wow, Clothis. Terra, 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 terra. Ah! Schifo. Okay. They're draining me now. I need to resolve that Liliana to just kind of... Actually, Liliana wouldn't be that good as well. Yeah, no, Clothis. Wow, what a card. What a card Clothis in the spot. I mean, I keep on saying that at some point someone will solve the metagame and beat Gruul, but nobody beat Gruul, like, ever. Like, every time I play against Gruul, I lose. You just exalt Bone Crusher with that. Bella mossa. Not exactly sure what's happening. I'm now sure that I drew a land, but what do I do with this land? Unfortunately, Anna Waker of Death doesn't kill Scavenging Ooze, right? And GB Adventure beat Gruul, maybe. Am I killing this Ooze here? MFFN, have you tried to raise the volume of your computer? Or have you tried to switch on, switch off? Alright, let's attack with both. Maybe they trade, and I'm okay if they trade. They only did it on trade. Okay, so here we have a couple of options. One of them is Liliana Tick Up. Who's too strong? Or a Grizzly Bear? What do we do here? I have a couple of options. I think I don't mind going Liliana Tick Up and discard something. Kill Ooze or lose, you think so? Alright, let's do this. Let's pass the turn. I don't want to tell my opponent that I have a play. The problem of GB Adventure is that I think it's just a worse version of Gruul. Okay, you pass here. I'm going to Murderer's Rider the Ooze. Hopefully they don't have Ranger's Guile. Bueno. Draw. Roxy. I'll kill that and then attack with both. These Lilianas are being pretty awkward. Yeah, I should board them out. Buongiorno, Oruk. It is very difficult to defeat that cloth is really. My opponent's on 16. I've been attacking them for so long. And they're just gonna gain life forever in this game. Yeah, nah, this is just obviously an awful play, because you play Kroxa, you discard a card, and then you exile my Kroxa. And it's just... But I think it's just better than nothing. You discarded Stonko Serpent, I bet. There's nothing good against Gruul, yeah. You'll bring in Elspeth Nightmare, because I didn't have Elspeth Nightmare. Oh no, they have a Scavenging Goose. No, Pepengu loses. But I mean, it's not Scavenging Goose. It's just a whole bunch of things. Like, I believe in this game, like eventually my opponent would have just defeated me. Like even without the ooze, like they just draw a spell. Like even if they draw like this Stone Cold Serpent they discarded, they drop it here a 5/5. Where do I go? Bella carta. Va bene, I give up. Boy, you destroyed me. This game wasn't even close. Oh, Eva, this game wasn't even close.